Vloggers and content creators, listen up. Besides the camera and lens that you use for your projects, the next most important thing to upgrade is your audio. Sony offers several different microphones that help you level up the audio that you capture, and in today's video, we'll take a look at the various microphones in the lineup. I'll share which ones I think work best for different situations, and you'll get to hear what each one sounds like compared to the in-camera audio so that you could choose the one that is best for you. First, let's take a look at the Sony ECM G1. This is the most compact shotgun microphone that we'll look at today, and it's a nice step up if you're looking to move on from using the internal microphone built into your camera, like the built-in audio that you're hearing right now. This internal microphone is omnidirectional, so it picks up audio from all around the microphone. Now let's switch over to the ECM G1 and let's hear how that sounds in comparison to the built-in audio that you've been listening to. Okay, so now you're listening to the audio coming from the ECM G1, and one of the big advantages of this microphone is that you could simply connect this to your Sony camera with the multi-interface shoe and automatically get better audio. It has a large diameter microphone capsule with a super cardioid pickup pattern, which means that it picks up audio directly in front of it, and it rejects audio coming from other angles. This alone gives you a big step up from your built-in audio in your camera. This microphone also allows you to connect a 3.5mm cable so that you could use it with other mirrorless and DSLR cameras. When you add this microphone to your camera, everything is automatic, so you won't have to worry about making adjustments to the audio. We're back to using the built-in audio out of the Sony Alpha 7CR outdoors, and as you can probably hear, the microphones built into the camera are picking up sound from all directions, so it might be a bit harder to separate all of that from my own voice. Now, let's see what it sounds like using the ECM G1 outdoors. This is what the ECM G1 sounds like when you're using it outdoors with ambient sounds around you. If you're wanting to step up your audio from that built-in audio that you're getting from your camera, this is an excellent entry-level option to get you started without adding much to your overall camera setup. We're back to the built-in audio from my camera, but this time we're going to talk about the Sony ECM B10. This is a step up from the G1 microphone that we just looked at in several different ways. Before I go into all of that, let me put the mic on camera so that you can hear what that sounds like compared to the built-in microphone. All right, that sounds so much better. Now you're listening to the audio being captured by the B10, and it actually expands on the audio recording capabilities of the G1. Rather than capturing audio with a single capsule, the B10 has 4 different capsules that can be used to capture audio in 3 different ways using advanced beamforming technology. On the back of the microphone, you'll see this switch with those 3 different options. The first option is the super directional pickup pattern, which is what you want to use for vlogging or interviews where you're capturing audio from a single person that's in front of the camera. If there are more people in front of the camera having a conversation with one another, you might want to use the second option, which is the unidirectional pickup pattern. It captures a wider range of audio in front of the microphone, which makes that type of recording situation really easy. The last option is the omnidirectional pickup pattern, which captures audio equally from all directions. This is great for recording ambient sounds from all directions using the multiple capsules on the B10. You'll also find that the B10 has a noise and a low-cut filter that can be used when you're in situations that call for it. Now let's take the mic outside and let's see how it sounds in that environment. I switched back to the built-in audio that the camera picks up so that you could hear how that sounds compared to what you just heard on the B10. Let's switch back over to that microphone and I'll share a few more important features. Now that we're back on the B10, let's talk about a few more important features on this microphone. First, the mount on this microphone is made to suppress noises that are caused by vibrations and shock, and the microphone is also dust and moisture resistant, making it a great choice to use outdoors. Just like the G1, you get cable and battery-free operation with several Sony cameras thanks to that multi-interface shoe. If you want to have a single microphone on hand that can record quality audio in a variety of situations, this is a great step up from the audio that you'd capture on your camera alone. All right, so we're back to the built-in microphone on my Alpha 7CR, but we're going to switch over to the ECM B1M. This is the next step up, building on several of the great features found in the B10 that we just talked about. Let's switch over to the ECM B1M and go over the differences. The first thing that you might notice is that this microphone has 8 high-performance mic capsules. This is going to give you excellent quality audio, and similar to the B10, you're able to use beamforming technology to choose the right pickup pattern based on your recording situation. Just like the B10, you could choose from super directional, unidirectional, or omnidirectional pickup patterns. In many ways, you're getting similar functionality to the B10, but with 4 additional mic capsules, which give you even better quality. Let's go outside and let's hear how it sounds. All right, I'm back with the built-in microphone on my Alpha 7 CR, and as you can tell, the single mic capsule on this camera is trying to do its best to capture audio, but it is coming from everywhere. We can level up our audio recordings with the ECM B1M, so let's put that one on and let's see what it sounds like in this same environment. All right, so here we are with the ECM B1M. I'm using the super directional pickup pattern, and right away we're getting much cleaner audio thanks to those added microphone capsules. Just like the last 2 microphones we talked about, you could use this mic without any kind of cables or batteries, and you get clean digital audio when you use it with select Alpha series cameras. We'll add a link in the description where you could see which ones are compatible with that feature. So far we've looked at 3 awesome shotgun microphone options, but there's one more in the lineup to check out. As you've noticed with the last 2 microphones, Sony's beamforming technology is pretty awesome. Having the ability to choose the direction that you're picking up audio from is like magic, and this is brought to the next level with the ECM M1. Let's switch over to that microphone and talk about the differences. Now you're hearing the world's first microphone that allows you to select from 8 different recording modes. The ECM M1 has 4 high-quality microphone capsules and is light and compact. You have 3 of the same pickup patterns that are found on the B10 and the B1M microphones, along with 5 more that you could use for even more recording situations. I personally like that they made it pretty easy to understand what each mode actually does. For example, this mode here is the super directional pickup pattern that we saw in the last 2 microphones, but this one actually captures audio from behind the microphone. This is great for those situations where you're recording something and you want to narrate what's happening from behind the camera. In an interview situation, you could choose that super direction pickup pattern from the front and back of the camera, which again is great for interviews, and you could even separate which channel each person's audio is being picked up on with this next mode. It picks up audio from the front and it saves it on the left channel, and the audio from behind the camera gets recorded on the right channel. This means that you could take that audio in post-production and you could raise or you could lower those recording levels to give you even more control of your audio. I've made an entire video on the Alpha Universe YouTube channel where you could hear how each individual setting captures audio on this microphone, but let's head outside and let's see what it sounds like. These shotgun microphones from Sony have some powerful features, but unlike most things in the tech world, it's actually very easy to use. I'm going to switch over to the ECM M1 and let's see what that sounds like. Now we're on the ECM M1 in the super directional pickup pattern, and it is in full auto. So if you're new to all of this audio stuff, you don't have to worry about becoming an audiophile or a tech nerd like myself. You can simply choose the pickup pattern that you want and you're off to the races. The ECM M1, B1M, B10, and G1 are excellent shotgun microphones that are perfect for vloggers and content creators, but maybe you need a different style of microphone for your specific project. Here's some more unique options for your specific projects. When it comes to microphones, the closer that you can get the microphone to the source of the audio, the better it's going to sound. And that's why certain video projects require something like a wireless lavalier style microphone. With that, we're going to take a look at the Sony ECM W2 and the W3 wireless lavaliers. You've been listening to the built-in microphone on my Alpha 7 CR, so let's switch over to the wireless lav. Now you're listening to the ECM W3, which is the version that has the 2 transmitters. The W2 has 1 transmitter, but basically both work in the same ways. With this microphone, you could simply clip this onto your shirt, your jacket, or whatever it is that you're wearing, and you could capture some excellent quality audio. What's wild is that you could be up to 650 feet away from your camera and it still captures excellent sound thanks to its Bluetooth connection. While it works with the multi-interface shoe on Sony cameras, you could also connect it to other cameras via the 3.5mm stereo jack that's located on the receiver. On the transmitter, it also has a microphone input, So if you wanted to attach a wired lavalier to it, you can do that as well. The microphone is ultra versatile. It's a great microphone. And there's actually a few other cool features that I'm going to show you. We're going to go outside so that you could hear what it sounds like in that environment. All right, so here we are outside right now, and you're hearing the in-camera audio from the Alpha 7CR. And one of the really cool things with the W2 and the W3 series of wireless lavaliers is that if you are in a situation where you're outdoors and let's say it's just you vlogging and talking to the camera like I'm doing right now, the ECM W2 would be just fine. But there are certain scenarios where maybe you want to mic up two different people. Maybe it's a wedding or an interview of some sort. You want to have control and actually have both people wired separately. You could totally do that with the ECM W3 because it comes with those two receivers. So let's switch over to the ECM W3 and let's see how that sounds. Okay, so here we are right now with the Sony ECM W3, and this is something that with a shotgun microphone, you'd probably have some trouble and some difficulty trying to record in this situation where the person is not super close to the camera. But what's great about this is the microphone is actually attached to my shirt. So if I wanted to walk away up to 650 feet, I could do that. And I'm still getting that crystal clear audio, which is fantastic. With the ECM W3, you could actually have two different people mic'd up and do the exact same thing. You can get this amazing quality audio from two separate people going into one camera, which makes post-production really, really easy for your audio files. But this is one specific scenario. There's actually another scenario where maybe a different microphone might work out a little bit better. Let's go and check that one out. Lately, we've seen an explosion in terms of the number of live streams and podcasts. And while there are a variety of options available on the market, there's one mic that I think is absolutely perfect for this recording situation. Let's check out the Sony ECM S1 streaming microphone. When it comes to live streams and podcasts, you've probably seen this style of microphone, but this one is very different. The ECM S1 connects to your camera wirelessly using this wireless receiver that connects to the multi-interface shoe on your Sony camera. And thanks to the three 14mm capsules built into it, you're getting high quality sound recording that's going to make your content sound its very best. On the back of the S1 microphone, you'll see some familiar switches where you could choose from 3 different pickup patterns, as well as being able to use the noise and the low-cut filters. There's a built-in headphone jack to use to monitor your audio, as well as a USB-C port. Let's say that you want to record audio on your laptop or your smartphone. You could do exactly that. Just connect the microphone with a USB-C cable and you're all set. This microphone is lightweight and it supports several different mounting and attachment options. You could even use this microphone outdoors. Let's go out there and let's see how this compares to the built-in audio. Sometimes you might want to record a podcast or performance outdoors. And like I said before, the closer that you can get the microphone to the source of the audio, the better that it's going to sound. Let's switch over to the ECM S1 and let's see what that sounds like in comparison to what we're getting straight out of camera. Okay, so now we are on the ECM S1 and we have a lot of control over how close we could put this microphone to our faces. There's a pop shield included, and it does an awesome job of capturing high quality audio for live streams, for podcasts, performances, and so much more. We have some more resources on each of the microphones we talked about today on the Alpha Universe website, which will be linked in the description. Be sure to check that out and subscribe to our channel to learn more about everything that's new in the Alpha Universe. Before you head out, check out the video that you see here on the screen, and I'll see you there.